Sharks are beautiful animals, and if you're lucky enough to see lots of them, that means that you're in a healthy ocean. You should be afraid if you're in an ocean and you don't see any sharks. Dr. Sylvia Earle. I love this quote so much because it summarizes everything that we've talked about this week. Healthy oceans need sharks, so how can you protect them? One of the most powerful tools that we have right now are MPAs, or Marine Protected Areas. Think of them as national parks, but underwater. These are little pockets of the ocean where marine life is given a chance to just exist without any of the human-imposed pressures aside from climate change and global warming. A lot of people are skeptical about MPAs because they are few and far between. Sometimes there's an MPA over here and there's another one over there, but what happens with all the stuff in the middle? And that's completely understandable. But that's why I want to take the second to explain to you about something that I learned in my master's degree called the spillover effect, which totally reinstated my belief into these systems. So the idea with the spillover effect is if we protect this one little area of the ocean, fish populations are able to regenerate. And as a product, then maybe we have more herbivorous fish on the reef that are going and eating the algae that's growing on top of the coral. So now suddenly the coral's able to breathe. And then when the coral's able to breathe, it can reproduce and spawn and create more coral generations and create food and habitat for the rest of the reef. And then from the bottom up, everything just starts to make sense. You have larger fish species coming back into the picture, big pelagic sharks come back into the picture, and it just works as a cohesive ecosystem. It's not just that little part that's thriving though, because the more that that little section thrives, you get this spillover effect, which is quite literally when the success and vivacity in life from this little protected pocket spills over outward into unprotected areas or water surrounding that area. And the more protected areas we have, then the bigger the effect of the spillover effect, and our oceans are just looking amazing. Even protecting one area, if it seems small at the time, it really has such a massive impact, and we need to keep pushing for these. And this is one of the reasons why I'm so excited to be partnering with Mission Blue on this campaign. Mission Blue's Hope Spots identify and champion some of the world's most extraordinary parts of the ocean that are critical for marine life health. They're not just incredible dive sites, though they probably are. They are shark nurseries, kelp forests, coral reef ecosystems, migration corridors, places where protecting one incredibly special area will help cascade outward and protect other neighboring areas. But what I love most about those hope spots is it's not just drawing arbitrary lines on a map. Because we know from so many examples in the world, but specifically in shark conservation, that just top-down regulation without any consultation of the community does not work in the long run. It takes all of us. And sharks have spent 450 million years keeping our oceans healthy. It's our time to protect them now. And happy MPA Day to everybody who celebrates, which should be everybody. Take care, see you in the next one. Bye!